in Porto Sant'Elpidio. Prof. Rangarajan is a very big prof for the sales culture. He's a partner to Silvio Cardinali, and even here he come in Italy contribute for the culture of the sales in Italy. Today he had do a very beautiful speech to every program for sales. Can you synthesize your speech?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me here. 2 years ago, I remember that we interviewed me, and it's wonderful to be back here. I mean, Monkey is just a beautiful place. And this year was also something very, very close to my heart because this was a project, the Luca project. Sounds very Italian also, the name Luca. But it was the brainchild of Professor Silvio Cardinali, who brought the team together. And the idea which we were looking at was to try and see sales agents, that is, people who are independent, who are actually going out there selling products and services of what they call principles. So a company might say, I don't have the money to have my own sales organization. I'm going to work with a sales agent. So the sales agent was the focus of what we did. And most of us know that sales agents, for whatever reason, probably did not get formal sales training. It was just something where they were good at it and they just went and sold it. But the world of how your customers are behaving is changing. Technology is changing a lot of things. Today, a customer says, why should I talk to you in person when I can go to your website and I can go look up information about what I want? Right? So which then means then that now the salesperson or the sales agent has to learn how to use technology to be able to go and have a better conversation with their customers. Right? And that is the topic of my today's presentation, right? While I was talking about the role of artificial intelligence, because everybody talks about artificial intelligence, but we should not forget that artificial intelligence is there to help the salesperson or the sales agent do their job. And their job is to try and how can I understand my customer? How can I interact better with the customer? Right? How can I interact either with the technology or face to face or a hybrid, which is a combination of my first meeting with the customer is face to face, then I go on Zoom or Teams or WhatsApp, then I go back. How do I interact with them? Then how do I go talk to the customer, come back and put it in my CRM system or my notes so that I can manage my relationship with the customers. And my talk today was about how a lot of the technologies available today can be used by salespeople and sales agents to help do a better job. And of course, with AI, if you have a lot of sales data, then you can even make it better.
For you, the Italian salesman is preparing for this revolution.
I think it's a great question. And the fact is that I think that you have, this is my opinion, the percentage of people and salespeople interested is the same everywhere, right? What we mean by that is Italy, India, for example, where I'm from, has a population of 1.4 billion. And if I say 10% of them are ready, that's 130 million, almost 2 times the size of Italy. But if I say 10%, so the percentage wise, I think is the same everywhere. There are people who want to be great in their job. Okay. And Italy is the same. I think you have some very, very good people. I think it is also important because when we did the UCA module, we also wanted to survey agents. And one of the highest response rate, that is the number of people who took part in the survey, was in Italy. And so I think Italy, the people in Italy are really realizing the importance of sales, and they want to learn what is the best way to sell.
Thank you for your job.
So my
Thank you for come every year in Italy. I invite every people that listen this transmission to follow Dave in LinkedIn, because his work is a revolution in our profession. Thank you.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Grazie.